Welcome back to TKC, and joining me now is Mary Jane Q. Cross. We're going to get to the Q in a minute, and we are here at Sugar River Bank in Newport. Mary Jane, you are such an honored artist in this town. I'm so pleased to meet you, I can't tell you. I've loved your work for such a long time.
You're very gracious. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. You have to tell me what the Q stands for. We're dying to know.
Well, years ago I used to sign all of my work Q Cross. And I have a wonderful name of cross that my husband gave me, and I love it to pieces. But then when I lost the ability to hold a brush, I couldn't sign my name very well. So I can sign it with a thumbprint made into a Q now. And Q stands for my maiden name, Quinn.
Oh, great. That's a wonderful two-part story. Well, now you are so busy right now. You've got an exhibition that's just closing up in Providence. Tell me a little bit about that.
I have a large solo show going on right now in Providence, Rhode Island at Royal Gallery. And it is, there are 34 paintings, original paintings, which is quite a number of paintings for a solo show.
And your work is large.
Well,
a lot of it.
It's finger-friendly in size. If it's too small, it's a little difficult for me to work with. So the smaller paintings are actually more difficult.
Yeah.
But the show is going to be going through this weekend.
Okay.
It has been up for 2.5 months, which is truly a wonderful privilege.
That's amazing. It's wonderful to have a solo show all to yourself, too. That's quite an honor. Yeah. Now, there's also a documentary in the works on you and your work. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, there's been a documentary that has been is being made about the process of painting. So they are following me through the photo shoot with my model, and even in my studio at 4 in the morning before my model even gets dressed. And, you know, getting her hair undone and stuff, and then driving in the dark to a location. And it took place in a vineyard. And the painting that they're following all the way through the process is called My Beloved Hath a Vineyard. And then they began to follow the actual painting of the painting. I paint with my fingers because I can't hold a brush. So just the idea of that process was kind of something that they wanted to capture and tell the story that is behind why I have to paint with my fingers, and that I have good coping skills. That's primarily what it's about.
That's great. Now, when will that be finished?
Well, it's being edited right now, and it's almost in its final stage. It has been a year. Even
in the making.
Even exhibiting when the painting was being exhibited. Now it has been presented to the public. So it's gone through all the stages of how a work comes to the public.
Great. And will that be available? Could we get it at some of the local bookstores eventually when it comes out?
I'm sure we can.
Okay, that's great.
I do have a nice website, and I'm sure there is a tremendous number of people who have requested that same information. So they are on a list to be notified when, hopefully, when different states carry it.
That's great. Good. So what else is new with you? I heard you talking about a licensing deal that you have.
Well, I've always wanted to have a licensing contract with companies that might use your artwork on various items. Sometimes that's for posters. My particular group is going to be doing some of my girl paintings with some of my poetry on them.
Together?
Together, yes. And that will be focused towards a Christian bookstore type of outlet.
Yeah, so maybe like I'm thinking like a calendar, maybe an image.
No, this would probably be a piece of artwork with the poem as a part of it.
Okay.
And we're also talking about some other items right now, but
oh, good. We'll stay tuned for that too.
That's fun.
That's wonderful. Good. So you're busy.
I'm very busy, but for the most part. My left brain is telling my right brain to do one thing, and my right brain is telling the left brain to go do something else. I'm ready to go paint and do it quietly for the winter.
Yes.
So I have some very nice paintings going that I just need some quiet and real peace to do.
You can restoke the fires and get your creative energies back. I have to point out that behind us is a lovely exhibit of your work here at Sugar River, right behind the tellers. How long will that be up for?
That's their permanent collection.
Oh my, isn't that wonderful?
You know, they are not, Sugar River Bank is not, it is all the things that Mark Pitkin says it is.
Yes.
However, they're real people. This is a people bank. And when you come in and there is lovely artwork on the wall that people lift their eyes and
true.
talk to the tellers about, all of a sudden there's this customer interaction that simply doesn't happen without
right.
it. So it's my honor and privilege to be here.
And the fact that it's a local, you know, one of our local heroes, you, is hanging up is wonderful.
This is my bank. I live here.
That's right. Oh, that's great. Well, I'm so excited for your success because we have all followed you for such a long time and you're such a talent. We're so proud to have you here. So good luck and continued success and have a nice restful winter painting. We'll look forward to your things in the spring.
Thank you.
Thank you. When TKC returns, Erilyn Vernon will join me to talk about a fashion show at Noni's Restaurant that will benefit the local hospice program. We'll be back in a moment.